Hey guys, so this is another first impressions video, and this time it's for Tesiron, and oh my god guys, this hero, just today I discovered that there's a little Dogecoin symbol on top of it. Oh my god, this is meme comedy gold here. Oh my god. I mean, let's keep it real guys. In my humble opinion, remember, this is my opinion. It's not something that I know I've saw or anything. It's just my humble opinion. I think the developers are huge trolls. And they see what's going on in the United States. As a foreigner looking at what's happening in the United States, they see that what happened in the United States is so insane. They just decided to have fun with it, and this is beyond fun. Oh my god, these guys are such trolls. It's not even funny, and it's super hilarious, guys, for sure. Oh my god, ever since oh my god, when I saw all these things, I said to myself, I can't resist it. I have to do a Doge version of his promo video, and I did, and I still laugh about it, and I still find little things about this. For some reason, they decided to remove the car from his skill and all that, but that's fine. We still have the Doge dog and all that cool stuff from him. I mean, yeah, this is priceless. This is so funny. I hope they keep doing more heroes that just bring out just laughter. And I mean this is a game, guys. You have to enjoy it, and this is a good way to enjoy it. Just straight up making fun with memes and all that cool stuff. Very cool stuff, guys, for sure. Now back to the hero, which freaking amazing here. Average speed for his skill, usually pretty good. After dispelling buffs from the target, remember, when you use heroes like this, you have to think about he's a dispeller. He's going to dispel this and things like that. Deals 640% damage to them. Reduces their defense by 45%. First purple hero that actually does this much for sure. And applies 1 stack of gold assault for 3 turns. So you do have to take into account that this is going to be like little Doge coins on the enemy that you're actually going to see that moving over and over again. Passive: after an enemy casts a skill, Tesiron deals 308% extra damage that ignores shields to enemies with gold assault. We've seen this before. I don't think it's so relevant, but we'll talk about that a little later. Gold Assault, which is the debuff with the little coin there, reduces healing received by 40%, weakens shield effects by 40%, and lowers damage dealt by 20%, with each effect having 50% chance to trigger, calculated independently, up to 3 stacks. These effects are not considered debuffs. So when they say calculated independently, this means that every single time when you actually put the stacks for Gold Assault, you have a 50% chance to get one of these. It's not guaranteed to have all 3 together. So sometimes you're going to get just damage dealt, sometimes healing received, sometimes shield effects. So all these are relevant, but it's going to be random in that case by 50%. But if you get any of these stacked by 3 stacks, that is freaking relevant, specifically in PvP, because healing and shield by 120%. That is crazy. And damage dealt by 60%, that is crippling. But as I said, it's random, it's 50%, but it is stackable. But the good news is that it's not dispellable. That is a very important note. So as long as you're able to make this guy go off many times, and purple is able to do that with Director N, Elmis, and yeah, there's a lot of ways to make this type of heroes actually go off many times. So that's really relevant in that case, guys, for sure. Now, for the Awakenings, +1, enhanced passive. Each ally of the same color, including self, grants Tesiron 10% defense penetration up to 50%. So that is a lot of defense penetration, guys. So will this be relevant with actual damage with mono purple teams? I have to check that out. I have to test that out. But if the way they keep calculating things continue to be the same way as they do in Messen Kit, it could surprise a lot of people actually having this much defense penetration. 50% is a lot. So we have to actually check how much is that going to be relevant in actual, battles. Now, enemies gains 1 stack of gold assault when casting the skill. So you're going to get another one, another gold assault. According to my testing, it doesn't mean that you're actually going to do it to the same target. It's going to actually give the gold thing, the gold assault, to another hero on this on the board there, and it feels like it gets everywhere. Like everyone gets one of these gold things. The +2 is the usual 10%. The +3, when taking a fatal blow, becomes immune to death this turn. Same thing with the 100% HP. However, do take into account that this happened 2 times per battle, so it's similar to Loki. Loki can do it up to 3 times. He'll be able to do it 2 times, so that's really relevant. So if you want to put him on defense, the +3 is clearly required, because you're gonna be able to revive pretty much 2 times and gain the HP back twice. So that's really awesome in that case. But it's not going to be for 3 turns like other heroes, like become immortal, but getting the extra HP is pretty freaking awesome. Enhanced skill, Tesiron and the left ally restores 32% mana. Imagine putting like Antia to his left side, Director N to his left side. I mean, the possibilities are oh my god. Zanya to the left side of this guy, getting 32%. Okay. That combination just gave me cancer. My god. Zanya, Immortal Zanya, going off like forever if this guy keeps... He does revive 2 times. Oh my god. Zanya. That is crazy. The synergies with this +3 are very scary. Do not underestimate this, guys. Do not underestimate this +3. The +4 is the same as +2. And the +5. Tesiron is immune to all effects, rendering incontents, and are able to cast skills. So, remember the little flower that keeps moving at the bottom of heroes when they actually get immune to actually stuns and all that cool stuff? He gets it 24/7. He has it through the entire fight. He has that. So that's really awesome. So, if you have a hero like Director N +5 that actually does that, you can put him on the 4th spot or on the 5th spot. So this way, 4 heroes in your team are able to be immune to silence and stuns and prison. Yeah, that is going to be awesome. If used correctly, that could be very, very, very freaking useful, especially versus very annoying teams that depend on stunning. Yeah, there's a lot of them out there. And new passive: when an enemy casts a skill, Tesiron deals 1,000% extra damage that ignores shields to them, and has a 30% chance to nullify the target's immunity to death for 1 turn. The damage is crazy. Right now, with the 40% buff, this is a counter, so it's going to be 40% additional damage to it. So right now, the hero, not a lot of people are going to have him really strong, but it is going to be stronger by the buff for 40% for counters, but that's going to go away in like 13 days. So after 13 days, if somebody is a brave soul, they continue to upgrade him over and over and over again, that could continue to be relevant. But we actually have to wait for after the season actually ends, the seasonal event ends, to actually know this. But 1,000% is a lot of damage, guys. So we have to keep our eyes open with this. We still need to do more testing to see if this is relevant or not. And this immunity to death, I mean, 30% chance. I mean, in that situation, if the counter is the one that actually giving the nullification, and the enemy keeps like going off over and over and over, they could be not immune to death for many times. Imagine Zanya attacking you over and over and over again, and she becomes not immortal and you kill her. That is relevant in that case versus Zanya. Because even though he doesn't have any mana, this is pretty much a counterattack right off the bat. They're always going to get that. Let me cast a skill, Tesiron deal. So this does not even need to have the whole gold assault thing, the little Doge coin on him. So this is straight up counter. That's additional to the thing. So this could be really relevant to take out Zanya. That's what I'm trying to get at. Zanya and other heroes that want to be immortal all the time. So yeah, that could definitely be interesting. So yeah, lots of testing, lots of brave souls. Brave souls, come to me, because I can't really get this guy to +5 after getting this monster of a hero to +5, so I have to save my gems. I tried to summon him, and I wasted my summons here, so yeah, that didn't work out, so I'm just gonna forget about it. But anyhow, let's test him out and show you what everything that I just talked about. His skills, his passives, a lot of things are going on, but I'm gonna show you what's going on here. Lots of things here that actually happen. And did we get it? And no, we did not. I want to save these. So as I said, he has this little flower, which is the... There we go. You saw that? That's the Doge. Right off the bat, he got the Doge without even him going off. So pretty much his counter gives him the Doge as well. So that is awesome. So let's test it out. Let's see if we can get the Doge thing here. So you saw the Doge coin? Yeah, that's 100%. So apparently it's only one target. And only one target that gets the stacks. And we're seeing two. So that's where we go. So right now we don't have the one for shields. So we do have that. So let's activate all these guys to make that a little faster. Maybe I should have done that. So the fight now is going to be a lot slower. I mean faster in that case. Because yeah, that's the counter. There's the damage. There we go with the damage there. You saw that 2,000. That's probably from the +5. Yeah, I shouldn't have activated this monster, Mary, man. This is going to make things a lot slower. Man. Ugh. We have one. I want one that is actually stacked here. Hopefully these guys survive a little bit more. Because I had not seen that. Because I really want to see the stacks here. Yeah. Mary, you monster. Ugh. So let's try to put the stack here. Alright, here we go. Doge power. Did we get 2 stacks here? No, we did not. We did have the healing received. Damage by 20%. So let's try it one more time. Let's see if these guys survive after Mary. Yes, they did. So I'm going to try to make it... Oh, this is going to be a problem. I may need to redo the fight again. Or maybe not. Alright, let's see if we can... No, we weren't able... I think I'm just going to redo the whole thing again. We got one. Apparently we were able to do it here. Alright. Show me the debuff. Don't die, don't die. And you did not die. That is a miracle. See, we got 2 of the same stack. So, 2 for healing received by 80%. So if this goes over, it's going to be up to 120% there. But as you can see, I only got that one. I didn't get the other 2. So it's going to be a lot of random stuff here, guys. Over and over and over. So that's a wrap. Let's finish this off. Boom, 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 boom. She's still alive? Man, that is one sturdy Raphael, man. Alright. Obviously, she's got to die now. Perfect. My god. That was a sturdy Raphael for sure. Alright, obviously you're going to see a lot of damage there because this is like the testing thing. But let's go to the nitty-gritty because I was able to find one person using this hero and he did have him at +5, which is awesome. So we're actually able to see this. This is my supposed to be my best red team, but it's really not because I don't have Gillian on it. But he did 101k damage all on his own versus my team. So that is impressive, in my humble opinion, for now. But remember, cut that damage by 40%, so it's going to be like 60 after the the thing here ends, he actually got his weapon. My God, this guy's not playing around. So as you can see, even my stones almost killed him. My God, I mean the power difference in my heroes and his, yeah, there's a really big power difference for sure. But let's see his debuffs and all that stuff. All right, let me see. See, I got the Dogecoin here. Did I get a debuff right out the bat? Yes. Healing received right out the bat. I got one. See, everybody's getting Doge. Everybody's getting damage with the Doge. Let me see. Did I get something? No, I did not. So that's pretty random. All right, he already died once. And everybody's dying because this team is not exactly super powerful. Everybody's getting Doge here. He got doged. He got doged. Okay, I can get used to that. There we go. Did we get more stacks here? Let's see. We did not get any stacks here. So this is interesting for sure, getting all these debuffs. Oh my God, I got 2 here. All 3 of these I got in there. That's very nice. Poor guy. So every single time I go off, he goes off, there's a 50% chance I'm going to get those debuffs. That is... Oh my God. There is potential there for sure. Let's see if I can actually attack finally here. I don't know what I was doing. Probably getting some glass of water or something. Alright. So I wasn't really planning to use this, but there's no other options here. Let's see. Look at all that damage. You saw that? From the counter, and he hit again. I want to see this guy. Because he got a bunch of them. Man, he didn't get all 3. None of the 3. Let's see. He goes off. Look at all. He's still alive after all that. Oh my God. Let's see. Did we get some stat? Yes, we did. We got 2. 80% shields and healing. Man. If this team was stronger, maybe I would have been in a lot more trouble. For sure. Because 80%. My God. I saw 80%, now it's back to 40%. So each stack is going to actually depend on the turns and all that, apparently. So yeah, very scary stuff, guys. There's a lot of possibilities if he's strong enough, if he's able, because I had twice as much power. You saw how much stacks I have there. Stats I had there. So yeah. Imagine, because all that damage was counterattack damage pretty much. Not exactly, maybe going off with the skills, he does do the damage as well. Still lots of testing, still lots of glorious testing there. And we actually need to have him in different scenarios that I really need to see there. So yeah, there's a lot, but there's a lot of potential for this guy for sure. Now for his weapon, I really like the idea of his weapon because it gives crit chance and crit damage. But the thing is that purple doesn't exactly do a lot of crit. And per se, if it doesn't crit, it's not going to do a lot of crit damage. Unless you pair him with Director N +5 and give him 30% crit chance and 60% crit damage, this weapon would be a lot more useful. But I do like that this weapon does give the mana right off the bat. This is relevant for so many things in the game. It's not even funny. Skyro, Tower of Illusion, a bunch of events there that you really need to do things at only one turn. So this is relevant for sure in that case. If that's what tickles your fancy, sure. But what worries me about this guy is his defense is squishy. So he depends so much on his +3 to survive. It's not even funny, as you saw on the fight there. So if you plan to get his weapon, which is not terrible, I do recommend to get the +3 for sure, because yeah, you're gonna need survivability for sure. Other weapons you can actually give him, I think that he would do well with the shield weapon, because you actually are using him to actually debuff the enemy over and over and over and counterattack damage them in that case. So maybe a good shield weapon. This intelligence has a lot of good shield weapons there. If you want to raise his damage, there are weapons that you can actually raise his crit chance there, and also his crit, his normal attack damage, which is the weapon for Abigail, which that weapon does stacks with the attack. So you can try that out to see if that actually works with him. It's not a bad idea. But as I said, we're still testing him, but I suspect that he is going to be super squishy and he's going to depend a lot of his +3 for sure. Now, do I think that this guy is a must-have hero? I mean, I think it's for this specific hero, it's too early to say if he's a must-have hero or not. I'm gonna go out on the limb and say that he is not as powerful as Grusha. Grusha is an absolute monster of a hero that literally one-shots enemies like everywhere. However, but then I think if this guy is next to Grusha and Grusha goes off faster because of this guy and Director N as well, and she one-shots every single hero into oblivion because this guy gave him 32% mana. Oh my god, the possibilities, guys. So if I compare him to Grusha, I mean, I can't compare him to Grusha because he's not exactly designed to like straight up one-shot. He's designed to weaken them so Grusha is able to literally one-shot anything at all. Because he's going to do the damage, he's going to lower the shields, lower the healing, and he's going to help you survive because he's going to lower the damage dealt, but he has to go off. That's the catch. And actually do all those things. He has to go a lot. So he's going to depend a lot on Director N. So for now, I cannot say if he's a must-have or not, but there's a lot of potential with him for sure. And purple is a color that creates so much mana right now with Director N, and adding this hero as well, that there's a lot of possibilities. I'm dying to see this guy more in action for sure. There's a lot of possibilities for sure him. Now, for his awakenings, I mean, his first awakening is cool and all that, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say his sweet spot is +3, because this reviving twice, that is a very powerful ability. And not only that, giving mana to your left hero has so much potential. It's not even funny. So we really need. I think this is the sweet spot for sure. And his +3 has a lot of potential. I mean, not being able to be stunned, that means that he's always going to be countering 24/7. He's never going to miss with his counterattacks and his dodge things over and over and over. So that is going to be very relevant for sure. If you want him to actually do the debuffs, you're going to have this +5 for sure. But this +3 is, sadly, is the sweet spot. This is going to change your game for sure if you plan to use him. And with this much of defense, yeah, that's definitely going to be needed, guys. So, yeah, lots of testing. I hope I find a lot of, at least a few players that actually use Tesiron, so I can give you more info on his update video for sure, guys. Alright, guys, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, please leave them in the comments and we'll talk about it. Alright, thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a great day. Bye-bye.